Hey guys, welcome to another Evolve workout. Today we are going to be working abs and core. So we'll get straight into the movements so that you know how to do each one. We're going to be doing 40 seconds on and 10 seconds off. This is super intensive on your core, okay? So if you can't quite keep up and need rest, take it. But it's all about slow and controlled movements. Everyone thinks you need to do a whole load of small sit-ups to get abs, but abs are made in the kitchen, so make sure that you're dropping those body fat levels so that you can see them. But the more you build those abdominals away from your skeletal system, the easier they are to see at a higher body fat level. So if you want a decent six-pack without having to go super lean all the time, it's a good idea to build it. So the way to build it is to work on the eccentric part of the movement. You've got the concentric, which is the shortening of the muscle. The eccentric is the lengthening under load. That lengthening under load is what caused the majority of the damage, and it's damage and repair that builds a muscle. So we can come up explosively, so say we're coming up and say a V-sit, we come up explosively, but we slowly open. So during this time, it's very important, I don't want you to count your reps, but work on good quality form and nice, decent eccentrics. Right, okay, we're gonna go straight into learning what the movements are. Right, okay guys, so before we go into the workout, I'm gonna show you all the moves and how to do them properly, but if you already know these moves or you've done this workout before, you can skip straight to the workout. The time will be in the description. So dragonflies, start off with your hands out down to the side. Keep your shoulders rotated off the ground if you can the whole time to keep contraction here. Feet start off the ground, this is your starting position. From here, bring your legs up and then continue to drive them up onto your shoulders. Slowly back down, but don't touch the ground. Back up, squeeze, and slowly down. Okay, to make this easier, you can actually bend from the knee and come up from the knee. If you can from there, extend and then bend the knee down, or just extend and keep your knees pulled in. The more your knees are pulled in, the less intensive it is. Next up, V-sits. Arms up, same position with the legs. Just off, shoulders rotated forward, come up, squeeze, slowly down, open up. As you come up, don't allow your shoulders just to drop down on your feet. Keep in that up position, up, squeeze, and slowly down. Once again, to make this easier, bend from the knee. You can still do the same with the upper body, but just keep a shorter length down here on your legs. Right, cocoons, stretch down again, apart from now reaching up. Now we're gonna come down, squeezing your knees up and in. Touch the bottom of your shoes without pulling in. So squeeze and be able to touch them here using contraction, not actually pulling, okay? If you can't quite touch your knees, then touch the side. Okay, then just coming up, stretch nice and long, come in. Once again, keep your shoulder blades off the ground. To make it easier again, stretch up, but just don't extend your legs. Right, bicycle kicks. Everyone's seen this, but they do it way too fast. Shoulder blades forward again, hands on your temples. Don't grab the back of your head, because you'll be tempted to pull and crank your head forward. Palms on your temples. Arms out straight, one knee up, opposite elbow touches that knee. And slowly control over, and this is the speed you want to be going. Physically touch that knee if you can. Once again, if you can't, just go close to it, but it's really important to keep that forward rotation. You don't want to be going nice and fast, so if you go really fast, then you just won't get the same contraction. Starfish crunches. Right, it's getting serious now. Hands out to the side. You're going to take one hand and you're going to go up to 1 foot. And you're going to touch that foot if you can, slow and control it back down. Then base out on that hand, other hand comes up to that opposite foot. Just going to touch up just like this. If you want to make it harder from this, 2 feet off the ground and come up, do the same movement, but don't put the other one down. To make it easier, bend your knees up more, come up, and you can go up towards that knee instead. Right, thread the needle. For this one, we're spinning around. Go down onto your forearms, go straight out. You're going to take one hand off the ground, thread it through, rotate up towards the sky. Back through, up towards the sky, then switch arms. Through, up again, through, up again. You're going to do 2 reps on each side before switching. To make this one easier, exactly the same, but just leave your knees down instead. Piston jacks. Start in that plank position. Super important in your plank position, hips rotated forward. You haven't got a sagging back and you're not neutral. Literally tuck your tailbone under to control that core. From there, feet together, you're going to jump a tiny jump in and just turn to the side. Then jump in, you're just going to jump out and in. Tiny range of motion here. Make sure you stay nice and low. Hot knees. Hands down, directly underneath your shoulders, relatively close together. Go into that push-up position, but go a little bit wider in your stance. You take one hand, thread through, and you're going to touch that opposite knee, back down, through to the knee, and switch each side. Slow and controlled, guys. To make this one easier, go nice and long, exactly the same, but you're going to put one knee down, still getting the same contraction. And the last one, good old famous plank. Hit that rotated forward position, crunching from that core, nice and long. To make this harder, actually push it back so that your elbows go up closer towards your eye level. To make it easier, obviously you can drop your knees to hold that core contraction. Now the movements, guys, let's go.
Let it, bang, bang. let it bang, bang.